Welcome back to A Country Boy Can Cook. How about join me for a bologna salad sandwich today? Yeah, have you ever had one? It's really good. If you've ever had a ham salad or chicken salad, same concept, just made with bologna. Um, I'm using turkey bologna, a little bit less fat, but you can use all beef bologna, you can use all meat bologna, whatever. You know, I'm just trying to keep my boyhood figure down. So I help every way I can, and the turkey bologna has the same flavor, just less fat. So I've got some celery, I've got a dill pickle. I'm going to use about a half a pack of turkey bologna, Oscar Mayer. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to empty this out. And I'm just going to cut it into small pieces. And you can use a food processor, which I'm going to use on this, or you could not, just cut it in real small slivers and mix it. I'm going to cut it up crossways. I'll put this in the food processor. This is a really good salad, and it's great on crackers. Don't have to have it on a sandwich. You could serve it on a side of big couple of pieces of lettuce, like you would a tuna salad. I just happen to like the taste of bologna. This turkey bologna does really good. It fries up pretty. Has that same great taste if you've ever had fried bologna. I'll get you down here so you can see a little better. So I'm gonna take I've just got one dill pickle spear. And I'm gonna cut it kind of in the same small pieces. And when I turn this on, I just pulse it. I don't want it making potted meat, even though it is good if you mince it way down like potted meat and then add your vegetables later, or it's good like that. So I got a small piece of celery. Gonna do the same thing here. You could add pieces of apple to this. I'm going to use Miracle Whip, but you could use Blue Plate, mayo, whatever you want to. Or some people put a touch of mustard with the mayo. And I made it one time, and it had no dressing in it. It had a touch of olive oil. It was really good with the olive oil. And of course I'm going to put an egg into it. But I'm not going to pulse the egg because I know what will happen. It'll just disappear. I want to be able to see it and taste it. And taste the different pieces of it. Alright, let's get this over here. Egg, it's already cooked, had it in the fridge. Alright, let's get this Miracle Whip in it. I don't like a lot of dressing in it, just a little bit. So here's probably to start out, probably 2 tablespoons. You can always add more. This is a quick and easy dish now. And you'll see I'm just going to pulse it. It's been a few days since I videoed anything. My wife had to go to the hospital. about a month ago, they noticed something on her yearly heart scan, and I'll tell you about that. They noticed something on her yearly heart scan. She's a quadruple bypass patient, 28 years ago. Nothing ever since. No chest pains, no nothing. She didn't have chest pains 28 years ago. She had a heart attack. She did not know what was going on. So our cardiologist, which is mine, she had this scan run, and he said, "I'll call you with all the results. No need coming back to office." Well, about a week later, he called and said, "We seen something abnormal on your heart, and I think you're going to have to go in for a heart cath so we can look at it." They had a new machine to do their scanning with this year, something, high tech. Every year it gets a little bit better, and it kind of pointed out, hey, there may be something here. Keyword, maybe. And of course, he got another cardiologist to come in and look, one of their surgeons, and looked at it and said he couldn't tell either. So this, let's see, last Tuesday, we went to the hospital. We had an appointment at noon. We were there 11 o'clock. Like my dad always said, if you're there on time, you're late. So we got there early. They got us up to the waiting room, and the room where we were at, she got all prepped. And then they came about 4 o'clock and took her for this procedure. They were going to do the scan, the heart catheterization, and look in there with this miniature camera, put dye in there and look around. And if they seen like a vein or whatever, they would take care of it. They thought they might have to put a stent in after 28 years. Well, they took her off, and they said, go down and let's see, they sent me to third level. Luckily, they had a little snack bar there. I had not eaten anything all day because she couldn't eat, so I wasn't going to eat or drink coffee in front of her. So I went down there and got me a Pepsi and got me a chicken salad sandwich. That's kind of what made me think about this. And I was just finishing my chicken salad sandwich, and my heart doctor, my cardiologist came out and said, "Well, I got good news for you." And I said, "Boy, that's good. I could use some good news." He said, "Well, she's pregnant with triplet boys." I said, I thought, what the hell? he just sat down and started laughing. He's a good dude. He's from Louisiana. And he said her heart scan, whatever that showed that day, it ain't nothing. We looked at it from the inside out, and there ain't nothing. That machine was just so sensitive. It said maybe something. It didn't say there was. So, better be safe than sorry. And so, anyway, she didn't have to have anything done. They pulled that catheter out and brought her back to the room. About 30 minutes later, I was down there when they brought her in. And she had not been put to a deep sleep, just kind of a twilight, I think is what they call that. So about an hour went by, about 6 o'clock, and they brought her some food. We ordered food. She had a great chicken parmesan, and I had a bite of it. Man, that thing was great. It takes about 45 minutes. She was at the Baylor Heart Hospital in Plano, and they got a kitchen, they got a shelves that run that kitchen. I mean, it's like, it's not assembly line. They're just, here's this, here's that. Same place I was in when I had my little heart event, and also the same floor I was on when I had my defibrillator installed. I remember that then. I ordered my food, and it was like, oh man, this is like the real deal food. So anyway, they brought her food, and she had a bite of it, didn't throw up or anything. They got her up, and she walked, and we came home. We got there at 11 that day, and we got home about 9 o'clock that evening, time we'd all rolled in. So I hadn't done any videos this week. I was kind of recuperating. The next day, neither her or I did anything. Just kind of sat around, took it easy. Luckily, I had a bunch of stuff cooked and microwaved it, and here we were. So anyway, if you wonder why I hadn't put up any videos, I put up a video yesterday or day before yesterday, of a cinnamon roll that I had split in half, and I had some bacon from Billy E's Bacon out of Lower Alabama, and I put it on that cinnamon roll, microwaved it one morning early, and boy, that was good. Oh my gosh, that was good. But that's what I call kind of calling it in. I knew I needed some type of video, and I had it sitting there, so I just published it. It was like a minute long or something like that, a little over a minute long. But if you wonder where I've been, that's where I've been. You know, just regular life stories with us. No fancy stuff, no craziness. Just living a retired life, as they say. So anyway, let me get this pulsing. How many times I pulse it, I don't know. I'm going to open the top of it open and kick some of this bigger stuff down on the sides. That's already smelling great. That's it. That's going to be some little pieces. It's going to be some larger chunks. A little bit of everything. No more. I don't believe any more Miracle Whip will be needed. Let's see here. No, it's perfect. You see in there. All right, let's get this poured in here. I'm telling you, if you've never had this, it's good. It's got a lot of flavor. That's the thing I like about bologna. It's not because the fat is in it. I love the flavor of bologna. And you see, I'm not adding any, no salt, no garlic, no onion. If you wanted to, you could put you some onion pieces in here and pulse those up if you needed a little bit more. But the flavor of this bologna is just pretty good by itself. It's got a lot of flavor in it when they make it. All right, let's get this egg in here. Got my knife here. I say I don't want this in too small pieces. And any of these things I'm adding, if you don't like the flavor of that, don't add it. That's what's really forgiving. You could put your whole refrigerator, you put apples in it. It just depends on how you want it. It's good always. Let's see. Well, it looks pretty good. It's smelling wonderful. Just mix it up good. You can see and you can mix this, or you can pulverize this until it turns into a pate. I just like to have a little something on my tongue. I mean, I love potted meat, don't get me wrong. And I've had plenty of potted meat sandwiches with just mayo and white bread. And that was it. Let's get a taste test and see what this tastes like. I got a plastic fork here. It's going to load me up and see if it needs anything else before I do the final mix. That's pretty inchy. That's some fine eating right there, boys and girls. That's some fine eating. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh well. Oh yeah. Well, let's get me a sandwich made here. I'm gonna put it on toast. You back up there. All right, let's put the top on this. Slice this up fancy dancy crossways. All right, as you can see, I got my plate fixed. Got me some barbecue potato chips. Let's get this party started and see what she tastes like. I'm kind of hungry. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. That's so good. Goodness. Still tastes like bologna, but they upped the game a lot. Let's put it like that. Mm. Like I say, I used about a half a pack of that. So about 7 or 8 ounces is what that was in. We'd already used some of it out of it. So that was a 1 pound pack. Anyway, I made a little bite of little chaser here, barbecue tater chip. Mm. It is so good. Boys and girls, get you some of this. You can't go wrong. If you like bologna, you'll love this bologna salad. Make it your own. Put your own flavors in there. If you want to put some garlic, if you want to put some chopped up onions. My wife does not like onions. She loves onions. She swears up down they hurt her stomach. So, but the bologna's got a lot of seasoning anyway. It really doesn't need anything. So, but make it your own. This is just a guideline. It's a recipe, but it's really just a guideline that you can follow. So, thank you all for watching my videos. Please subscribe if you haven't. And hit that notification button. When you subscribe, hit it, subscribe again, and then notification will come up. Hit all of them, the one at the top. That way you won't miss any of my videos. I try to do about 3 a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. But anyway, we'll bring you back on the next recipe. I do appreciate you being here for me. Old dude is out of here.